Nice to have you. This is a big announcement. We have a lot of big announcements. The set of all big announcements. Action. It's wonderful to be in the Oval Office. I think you probably like it the best. You like it the best for press conferences. I said it did. But today, I'm excited to announce another historic achievement. In a quest to lower drug prices for all Americans, prices have come way down. We've gotten prices way down for groceries, for oil, especially today. We broke $60 a barrel. We think the world's going to be under $2 a gallon very soon. That's about 70% lower than what it was just a year ago. So that's a big thing. And when oil comes down, everything comes down. It's been pretty beautiful to watch. AstraZeneca, the largest pharmaceutical manufacturer in the United Kingdom, is committing to offer Americans major discounts on their vast catalogue of prescription drugs. One of the great companies, by the way, and a most favoured nation's pricing clause. So every nation is going to pay whatever the lowest price anywhere in the world is. That's what you're going to be paying. I had it going very well in my first term, but we were interrupted by a rigged election, so I was unable to carry it forward. We started it. But this was one of the reasons I wanted to run again. We had to have favoured nations, where the world is not going to be paying just a fraction, just a tiny fraction of what we were paying. For many years, Americans have paid the highest prices anywhere in the world for prescription drugs. By far, many times the amount that other countries are paying. It's ridiculous. Upon taking office, I signed an executive order to make sure that Americans pay no more for prescription medications than the lowest price for the same drug in other locations and developing nations. Today, AstraZeneca is committing to offer all of their prescription medications to Medicaid at most favoured nations prices. In other words, the lowest price anywhere in the world. That's what we get. This move will save American taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars each year. And I tell the story, I learned that in my first term. I had the honour of being the first president in 28 years to lower drug prices during the course of the year. And we actually did, and I was so proud of myself. We called a news conference, and they announced that it was 1/8 of 1%. 1/8 of 1%. Now drug prices are going to be going down 100%, 400%, 600%, even 1,000% in some cases. But for 1/8 of 1%, believe me, think of that. I was so proud, because for 28 years, nobody had done it. And now I think back to that, and I said I shouldn't have had that news conference. But it is true. I was the only one that did it. But it was not very much. And now we're going to get, in some cases, 1,000% reductions. That's going to have a huge impact on everything, from Social Security to Medicare to Medicaid. Anything where they're buying any prescription drugs. It's going to have an incredible impact. It's going to lower itself greatly. AstraZeneca will also list many of their most popular drugs online at trumprx.gov. TrumpRx. I don't know why they put the name Trump. I did not tell them to do it, but I'm honoured they did. That's true. At those heavily reduced most favoured nations costs, Americans can expect discounts. And as I said, in many cases way over 100%. And as an example, one particular drug that's hot, very hot, 654% on inhalers, COPD and asthma, as well as certain diabetes medications. They're going to be averaging about 654% reduction in price. Can you believe that one? The Democrats will say, well, he should have gotten more. It's crazy. In addition, all medications AstraZeneca introduces to the American market going forward will also be sold at these heavily discounted rates. Furthermore, AstraZeneca will invest $50 billion in the United States over the next 5 years for research and development of new drugs and onshore manufacturing facilities across the country. Like the new plant that broke ground yesterday in Charlottesville, Virginia, where the governor attended. They had a tremendous group of people attending. It's going to have 3,600 jobs just to begin with, and that's going to be a fantastic plant. I saw a picture. It's going to be the best, right? It can't get any better. This is a tremendous victory for Virginia, for American patients, and for the entire country. It's an amazing company to have coming over to the United States in such a big way. That's going to be a big part of the company. Presidents have promised for years to lower the cost of healthcare. But my administration is actually the first to do it, and to do it substantially. To do it at numbers that nobody thought, even I thought, were not possible. When you think of it, if you got 1%, 2%, 5%, that's good. You did a good job. We're talking about 100, 200, 300, 500, 700, in some cases some big, big numbers. And the largest drug companies in the world are working with us to make this a reality. And so I look forward to being at your opening of that incredible facility. I hear something, and it's in a great location, right? One of the beautiful locations.